super zombie power. Hi! It's Friday! Yay! So, this whole video making thing is doing reasonably well. What I'm thinking is, if I hit 100 subscribers by 5 p.m. Eastern Time on December 1st, I will do something. And that thing will be to make a video every day in December. This is a segue, but not the rolling kind. So today's topic of discussion, Mac versus PC. So, little backstory. I have used PCs almost exclusively since the age of 8 when I first got one in my house. It was an IBM Aptiva, limited make. Good times. Now, I'm an art student, so the fact that I still use a PC shocks people a little bit. Because for some reason, Macs are the thing that you're supposed to use if you're in any sort of media editing field. I mean, sure, Macs are a lot prettier than PCs are, but I still don't quite understand, even after having used Macs for the last about year and a half, why they're the only thing you're supposed to use if you're in design or like film or things like that. Everyone uses the same Adobe Creative Suite programs anyway. PC fans say that Macs are these dumbed down, idiot-proof machines that are only good for their looks. Oh, the hardware is no good, the UI is no good, you know, it's too easy. One of my friends used the word easy button. How is having a Mac having an easy button? The only differences I've really seen are that they're shinier, they really like the color white. You hit command instead of control. Some of the buttons are in different places, and they seem to break a lot less. So I don't really get why PC fans hate Mac so much. I'm starting to see why Mac fans hate PC so much though. Because I got this HP HDX something last year, right before school started. So it's barely been a year. Let me tell you some of the things that are wrong with it after barely a year. 1. The fingerprint reader suite stopped working. 2. The volume down button randomly turns off the Wi-Fi connection. 3. All the accessories with which it came, such as the remote control, the TV tuner, things like that, none of them work anymore. 3. The volume randomly shuts off and requires a restart to come back. 5. Random blocks of text that seemingly have no connection appear as gibberish and never as normal text. 6. The taskbar vanishes when the computer goes on screensaver and also requires a reboot to return. And 7. The battery is shot after 1 year of normal use and needs to be replaced. And this is just my HP laptop. Previously I'd used Dell computers, and those would break after about a year to a year and a half. My last Dell, the battery died after exactly 13 months, and I looked up and I found that that happens with every single Dell XPS laptop on a schedule. And my Dell desktops would just, I don't even want to go there. So many blue screens. So many blue screens! And those are my computers. But since my use of Macs consists of computer lab use, let's compare to PCs in computer labs that I've used. In high school, I spent a lot of time in the computer lab. I used the school's Dells a lot. They ran really slow. They broke a lot. Now that could have been a budget thing, but I don't think budget is the only factor involved here. The Macs I use now haven't broken once in the year and a half that I've been using them. Pretty good so far. They seem to run a lot faster, and they run many more programs than the PCs could without slowing down at all. And hearsay from other design students who have been using Macs for years now. They're all telling me that their PC having friends have to replace their computers every 2 years, which sounds about right. But they've had the same MacBook for like 4 or 5 years, and it still works just fine. The reason that I stayed away from getting a Mac last year before I went to college was because the argument was that, you know, it's less power for way more money. Well, to get a $2,000-something laptop and be able to use it for 4 or 5 years without having to replace it, that's a lot less than getting 3 $900 laptops in that same amount of time. Just saying. Basic math. So, I guess what I'm saying is, after carry the two. About 12 years of straight PC use. I might have to go Mac, you guys. I know I'm treading on thin ice here, but what's your stance on the Mac versus PC debate? Are you a Mac? Are you a PC? Do you use both? Do you use neither? In which case, how are you viewing this? See you Monday! Bye! You know, the reason I got so ticked off about this was because my ballsy ex-boyfriend decided to insinuate that the reason my computer is failing is because I didn't know how to take care of it. You do not insult my technological intelligence. Unless, of course, you have a death wish.